To the cloud. All right, guys. Well, hello and welcome. It is Tuesday, January 21st, and we are zooming into 2020. I'm so excited about our special guest tonight that is going to be sharing a little bit of her journey. The whole purpose in our Zoom series this year is just really having a chance to hang out together, pick each other's brains, and, how can you maximize this incredible opportunity that we've been given? Obviously, everyone on this Zoom, you've fallen in love with the Thrive experience. Number one, this is a story-driven business. It is our product, hands down, that creates this opportunity. And so that's what I'm so excited about as far as introducing Jennifer Zant to you guys. And let me just tell you, she is a personal friend of mine and was actually a personal friend of mine who was super skeptical when I reached out to her about Thrive, but she is an absolute rock star. She is a 200K. She is a Lavelle Millionaire Award recipient. And I'm actually going to be flying with her on Friday to Toledo for a huge event that we have up there. I know a lot of you guys are going to be attending that with us, so I'm so excited. But Jennifer, I am going to bring you on. Say hello. Share a little bit about your story. I know you have so many things. Like, you are someone that is always in the zone. And I know last night you were able to pour into some brand new promoters launching their business. So your heart is full and you have so many things. So I'm so excited for you just to be able to share, what's on your mind tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. I am so nervous.
I don't hear you.
You don't hear me? Can you hear me now?
I still don't. Oh, wait, you know what? Hang on. It's my computer, isn't it? Try that again.
Can you hear me?
Yes, it was me.
Yay! Don't scare me like that. Okay, so I'm already nervous as it is. 6 years later, I still get butterflies. I still have to put deodorant on, even though I'm on a Zoom with Mauria Dillard. It scares me to death, okay? So I am Jennifer Zant. I'm from Waxahachie, Texas, and I am a stubborn skeptic. 6 years ago, when Mauria introduced this product to me, she's going to tell you, I didn't want to do this. I had no interest in this product because I was uneducated. I didn't know what this product was, right? So she offered to send it to me in Disney World. We were on a family vacation, and I kindly denied that. I was refusing to give her my hotel address because I thought she was weird by wanting to send me trials. What I didn't know is I would have so much more magical Disney hours if I was thriving. I know that now, but I didn't know that then.
I knew that.
You did.
That's why I was willing to send the Thrive to Disney.
Yes. Well, I had no idea. I was blocking my blessing, something I've done all my life. So you did send me an experience pack in the mail, and I did receive that, but I put it in the pantry for a whole month because I wasn't ready, didn't know what this was. I was uneducated, and I honestly thought you were weird. It's still have to say that. I'm embarrassed to say that. But that's a part of my story, and it's the truth. And so when you guys are reaching out to people, you honestly have no idea that they are so uneducated and they are blocking their blessings. It's going to take multiple times to reach out to them, because if your customers or your friends are stubborn skeptics like I am, it's going to take many, many times of reaching out to get through their bullheadedness, okay? And so when I did start the experience, it was because she called me at 6:30 one morning and said, hey, are you going to take my product or not? And so I rolled over to my husband. I said, listen, we're going to have to take this stupid stuff so we can prove her wrong. And that's how my story began. Day one, I'm eating my words. I was a day one thriver, loved this product, okay? Day two, I started noticing I was sleeping better. Day three, I woke up rested, did not need coffee. Day six, my mental clarity kicked in. And day seven, I started noticing my back wasn't hurting. And so all of these things started adding up, and I had to eat my words. And I'm an only child, guys. I'm very stubborn, very set in my own ways. And to admit that I'm wrong is almost impossible. So I had to actually eat my words and eat crow and call Mauria and say, okay, what do I need to do? And that's when she explained to me the process of being a customer, the process of being a promoter. And this was January 2014 that I actually joined the company and attached my name to the most incredible company on the face of this earth, which is Lavelle, and we're all a part of it. And I am so proud that I did. I am so honored, proud, thankful for Mauria Dillard for sticking with me through my stubbornness, because I I wouldn't be where I'm at today without her. So thank you, Mauria. Okay, so my journey, stubborn skeptic, okay? It didn't stop with the products. And Mauria, you gotta be nice to me tonight. Okay, so January 2014, I attached my name to this company, and I didn't really realize what I was attaching my name to, okay? I had dabbled in another direct sales company, but I never caught the vision. I never saw the big picture. I never saw the roadmap to success, okay? I saw selling a product and making a little bit of cash. That's all I saw. And when I attached my name to this company, I clearly just attached my name to earn free product and to earn the VIP 800. And that's what I did in my very first month. I was able to hit VIP 800. And that was exciting because I did get to pay off that credit card that we had charged for Christmas that previous Christmas, right? Well, I was still a little stubborn. Mauria was pushing me, but I was not listening, and I missed my VIP 1600 by one day. I'm still mad about that today. I still, beat myself up over it, but I did. I missed my 1600 by one day. I was one day shy. I had an order a day late, right? That very first month, we went on to hit 4K, and we hit the iPad bonus. We were lucky enough then to actually get the iPads mailed to us. I thought that was super exciting. I was able to gift that to my son, which I thought was incredible. Things were great. Things were awesome. And then all of a sudden, bam, life happened. And it happened fast, and I'm not gonna cry. My father-in-law was diagnosed with cancer, and 2 weeks later, passed away. It hit hard. I'm stubborn, I'm skeptical, but I needed to take care of my family. And I didn't realize what this product, what this vision or anything was gonna do. And at that point, I didn't care. Life was coming hard. And Mauria loved me through it. She loved me through every part of it. Anytime there was a promo, anytime she was going on a trip, she would check in on me. Things were really bad in our house. I even that was the month that you went to the local in Fort Worth, and you were actually able to meet Paul and Jason for the very first time. And I remember lying to her and telling her that I couldn't go. I was sick. And I wasn't sick, guys. I was full of excuses, and I was stuck in my own head, and I was making excuses for everything that was happening around me. So this is February. January, we hit 4K, and February, my team fell apart. We did. My life fell apart, actually. March, we were still falling apart. I wasn't doing anything to build my business. I wasn't putting Mauria on calls. I wasn't enrolling free customer accounts. I wasn't doing anything. And in April, I still wasn't doing anything. And in May, our numbers had fallen back to about 500 in sales. We were barely hanging on. I was still thriving for free because my mom and my mother-in-law were my free customers. So I was still getting my product for free, right? And there was a brief period where I did stop thriving during that time also. But in May, I remember this very vividly, and Mauria was on the beach at the second lifestyle getaway in Cabo. And I remember seeing a picture of all the thrivers in a whiteout photo. And guys, that picture was a vision for me. That picture was desire. That picture was incredible because I like to travel. And when I saw that photo, I had a burning desire in my belly to make something different for me and my family, and to do something for me and my family. And when she got home from that trip, I texted her and asked her to call me. And I kind of regret that as well, because she gave it to me, guys. I don't know if you've ever been on a heart-to-heart with Mauria, but she's going to tell you how it is, exactly how it is. She doesn't hold anything back. And that's what she did that day. I remember it well. I was sitting on my back patio, and I asked her what I needed to do. And when I asked that question, guys, I was too in my own head, in my own way, too stubborn. And to hear her say, Jennifer, you got to do the do to get the get. You got to plug me into people. You got to get free customer accounts. You got to do the do. That was a light bulb moment for me, guys, because the past few months I hadn't done anything, nothing. And our team fell apart because of that. And that day, May 15th, 2014, she said, take it from your head to your heart. Stop worrying about everyone else. Don't listen to their opinions. They don't pay your bills. They don't live in your house, and they don't raise your children. Why are you worried about what they say or what they think? They don't matter to you. And that's the day that my light bulb went off. That's the day that my heart kicked in and I let my mind go. And I decided to put all in and go, put my foot on the gas and go. And that's the day that my business transformed. The first 5 months of my business of being a promoter, I was just piddling around here. I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't have a vision. I didn't have a desire. I didn't have a dream. But seeing her on the beach made me want more. Seeing her on the beach made me want to travel. And that heart to heart set it all in place for me. And it was loud and clear. So that was May 2014. It was actually May 15th. We earned our 4K back that same month. May 31st, we closed the month out at 4K because I started plugging people in. I started creating free customer accounts. I actually started doing things that would generate more thrivers and more stories. And I had a heart behind it. I wanted something. I wanted to change people's life. Now, when I started this business, my why has changed. Mauria and I talked about that this morning. I started to pay off a credit card. And then in May 15th, May 15th, 2014, I started because I had a desire to go on a vacation, right? I consider that a little bit selfish in the very beginning because it was things that I wanted for myself, but it was something that gave me a drive to want to do it. And so when they say find your why, that's going to make you get out of bed and send those messages or make those calls or reach out to those people. Guys, you got to find your why. You've got to find your drive because you're going to have some really crappy days and you're going to have some days that you don't want to do nothing, but you got to do it anyways. And you got to make it happen. And so we did earn our 4K back. And that very next month, we were able to hit our auto bonus. Guys, 12K is my favorite rank in the whole company. It's my favorite. The auto bonus, you can earn free trips. What? Who does that? I did it. It was so exciting. I'll never forget that day ever. And I remember going on the first lifestyle getaway in New Orleans and sitting at a table with my husband having dinner. And it was just me and him. And we were excited to be there, don't get me wrong. But I remember wanting more. I remember wanting to bring people with us on this trip. I remember wanting to have guests and friends and just have a bunch of people be able to join us on a lifestyle getaway. And I remember having that conversation with him. And guys, that's the very last trip. It was our first trip we earned, but it's the last trip that we ever went by ourselves. And it's such a blessing to be able to help and share that with others, along with the 12K. On that trip in New Orleans, our first 3 12Ks hit on our team. My personal 12Ks, I'll never, ever forget that day. It was super exciting, waiting room kind of glitch, but we won't go into that. But I'll never forget that. And
our systems have come a long way, guys. You have no idea.
Woo, stress night. Oh my gosh. Eric, Ralph, we were all involved in that one. But here's the deal. Helping other people is a blessing. And that's what we do here. And you guys have to keep that in your heart. And every day when you wake up, share that. You're changing someone's life. You're not getting a new customer. You're not getting a new promoter. You're creating a story of life changing for someone else. And that's what Mauria has done for me. I mean, this product has changed my life dramatically. This business has changed my life dramatically. We haven't even gotten into confidence yet. Guys, I had 0 confidence when I started. 0. But and I cry every time I tell my story because it just means so much to me. And there's a part of it that I'm crazy embarrassed about. I didn't want to be that skeptic. I didn't want to be that stubborn. But now I know how to love people where they're at because I was that person. And you can you're going to reach out to those people who are stubborn. You're going to come across those people who don't want to join you. I have family that make fun of me because I thrive. It bothered me 6 years ago, but I don't give a flip right now about it. That's their problem. You know, they're the ones that are tired, achy, and grumpy all the time, right? Not me. So back to my story, September 2014, our first lifestyle getaway. We hit 40K that month. I was super excited. And I mean, things were just going incredible. It was awesome. Our team was growing. We were building 12K leaders. We were having 4K leaders come on. We were earning lifestyle getaway trips. And then in November, we hit 80K. Things were going incredible. I mean, guys, we started growing really fast. But the reason we started growing really fast is because I started putting in the effort, the energy, the time, and those messages. Mauria put out a promo in August, team-wide, Team Thrive Nation. Who can get the most free customer accounts? So I kind of had the vision of this business at that point because I was dabbling in it. And I knew that I wanted the prize that was attached to what she was offering. Who can get the most free customer accounts? You can earn a free hotel night stay anywhere of your choice. Okay, so prizes to me motivate me, just like that Cadillac motivated me, just like that trip motivated me, right? So I went out on an all-out blitz to see how many customer accounts I could get in August. And I was able to get 162 free customer accounts in August. And I won that trip. And that was exciting. And I was actually able to take my daughter to New York City the very first time. And that's great and glorious. But here's the deal. What I didn't know was what those free customer accounts were going to do to my business. They propelled my business. That's what kept us going in September and October and November. 3 of my top leaders that year came from those free customer accounts. 8 of my top leaders now came from those free customer accounts. Guys, that's where it all starts, is those free customer accounts. They have to have a free customer account before they can place an order. And so that right there is really what propelled my business, because I didn't care what message I was sending to who. I wanted to win that trip. But now I look back and I see it. It's what the effort that I put in to win that prize. That was great. I mean, we had fun on that trip. I loved it. But those free customer accounts really got my business going. So get your free customer accounts. Fast forward March 2015, our team hit 200K. And that was just crazy exciting. I mean, who goes 200K? I don't even know how we did it, but we did. And our team is incredible. And we've, been growing leaps and bounds since then. But guys, every single day is a struggle. Every single day, I mean, I have people complaining. I have people, dropping off. I mean, I've had promoters who've come into the business and, just gave up on themselves or whatever. And it hurts and you take it personal, right? Mm-hmm. But you can't. The conversation, that Mauria and I had the other day is you can't take it personal because not everybody wants this like you do. Not everybody's passionate like you are, right? You got to find the ones that are. And what I found through this journey is my confidence. Showing up every day strengthens my confidence every single day. I remember back in August when Jen Ellis asked me to share my story at a local. I had never, ever shared my story publicly, ever. And much less did I want to. I would have turned my car around and told her a story just like I did Mauria on that first local. But I had a guest with me and I couldn't do that. I couldn't say no to Susan, right? So I had to keep going and I had to share my story. My face was beet red. My knees were shaking. I had to visualize the whole audience in their underwear just to get through it. But I did it. And I continued to do it. I was scared. They say step out of your comfort zone and do it anyways. That's what I had to do. And so each time I shared my story publicly, it got easier and I got better. I started my running journey in September, and the first day that I run, believe me, I wanted to die. I thought I was dying, right? You don't just run a marathon or run a 5K your first day. I mean, some people might, but I didn't. It takes time. It takes consistency and it takes practice. And that's what I had to do with sharing my story. And everything I've done with this business, it's actually taken me time and practice. I mean, just being on this Zoom tonight with you guys, I'm scared to death sharing my story. My voice is cracking for some reason. I don't know why.
I think your voice is cracking because you've been talking a lot with all these You've been pouring into. You've been a busy bee.
This is like my 5th Zoom today too, by the way, so my voice is probably really tired. But I mean, it's all up to you. What you want out of this is your decision, because it's the work that you're willing to put into it. You know, my favorite quote is, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. What you do and what you don't do is all up to you. So if I, go to bed tonight and I don't wake up tomorrow and I don't go run, that's my decision. But guess who it's harming? Me. If I go to bed tonight and I wake up tomorrow morning and I don't get on our morning Zoom and send those messages, guess who that's harming? Me and my business. It's all up to you, based upon what you choose to do and what you choose not to do. You can make this easy or you can make this hard. I mean, nobody says going 200K is easy, because if they did tell you that, they're flat out lying. It's not easy at all. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of tears. It's a lot of late nights. It's a lot of hoarse voices because you're talking a whole lot.
It's a lot of dry shampoo because you don't shower.
True story. But it's what you do and what you don't do. And so I see so many people who want this and they come in and they're so excited, and then all of a sudden they do nothing. And it's because they're scared. It's because they don't have any confidence. And so if you're working with that person, know that they're Jennifer Zant, right? And what did Mauria do to me? She loved me. She loved me where I was, and she fed me all kinds of information until I was ready. She never put me on the back burner. She never let me go stagnant, She always fed me the information, and she built me up. She believed in me before I believed in myself. And that's what you have to do with your people, because, oops, sorry, we got to Zoom. That's what you have to do with your people. You have to love them where they're at, and you have to believe in them, because they say people don't just wake up saying they want to be a network marketer, or they don't want to be in direct sales, right? I didn't wake up and say I wanted to take supplements and be in direct sales. It was a process for me. And so what I've gained from this or learned from this is my confidence. I have to strengthen my confidence every single day. And I have to do things that scare me. And like this Zoom tonight, talking in front of all of you. This is terrifying. But it's sharing my heart, it's sharing my story, and it's sharing the truth of what truly goes on and goes behind this. You can have everything you want if you're willing to work for it. And the things that are wonderful and nice to have, they take a lot of work. Just like running. Running is a lot of work. It's hard. It's real hard. But I'm going to do it, and I'm going to continue to do it because I want to do it, and that's my decision. And I'm going to continue to show up every single day. Now, here's the story. I've been in this for 6 years, and I'm passionate about this. I can talk to you guys till you're blue in the face. But now my why's changed. It's not about me. It's not about that VIP 800. It's not about that Cadillac. It's not about 200K. It's about how many people I can help get where I am and what I've done. How many people can I show the mountains to move? That's what this is about. Pouring into others, not about you. So no more selfish, stubborn Jennifer. It's passionate, crazy thriver Jennifer, who's going to help you get where you want to be.
I love that. Well, and I mean, guys, if you're ever in a funk, like, you just need to find this when I launch it over on YouTube at our Thrive Nation channel, and just watch this again. I mean, one of the things, Jennifer, that you kind of hinted at is that you saw a vision. And I've thought about this so much. There was a picture that was painted for me that day that I was so excited what it felt like to thrive, but yet I was scared to death as far as launching a business. And I'm not going to talk about my story much, but there was a vision. I heard Paul say, you have all these tired, exhausted mamas that need this. And instantly I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, I do. And I'm not going to be able to keep my mouth shut. And then, I was being exposed to this opportunity where, Paul would say, cheese and crackers, but let's eliminate your debt. I mean, he painted this picture of, not having to worry about your electric bill at Christmas time, having all the lights. And y'all, my house is decked out in Christmas lights. And I don't stress over that electric bill. But you know what? I heard him say, something about going to the grocery store and not having to check your bank account before you went into the grocery store. And guys, that's where I used to be. And so there was this vision that was painted. There was this picture of this life that had options. It was taking my product every day to have the options to do what I want to do physically, and emotionally, and as a mom, and being there for my family. But then it was, I can literally share what I've found with people, and I don't have to know a whole lot. All I have to know is my own personal story. I know how to create them a free account, and I know how to get the product in their hands, and I knew Tony's phone number, and that right there, it was like, I have to be a part of this. Like, this is bigger than just me. So as we close out, Jennifer, like, when I say vision in this picture, for me, it was options. The word that I've used over and over and over throughout this journey, hands down, it's been options. And there's so many things that now relate to or are defined by the word option, I guess. And the longer that this journey goes on, and the older my kids get, and the different stages of life that we go into. I mean, case in point, my son was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes this year. The option that we have to work a business from our phone or computer. My husband doesn't go work for anyone else, y'all. Like, because we pushed all our chips in on those darkest days, guess who was with our kid 24/7? Guess who, I could, at the drop of a hat, run to the school or take care of something, or, I mean, that right there. See, do you see what I'm saying? Like, in 2019, options, the definition of options for us changed forever. But you know what? That is what keeps me doing what I do, because I don't know what life is going to throw at me. But yes, Kelly, time is priceless. And I want these options for my family for the rest of our lives, and this is my vehicle. Paul said that today on the call, guys. I don't know how to make you believe that this is your vehicle. I don't think you'd be on here though tonight if you didn't have this hope within you. Like, what if, this product has done for you what it's done for Jennifer, but what if this business will do for your family what it's done for Jennifer's family? What if you can get out of debt? What if you can go to the grocery store and not worry about checking the bank account? What if you can take that family vacation you've longed to take? Jennifer created 164 accounts to be able to take her daughter to win a hotel stay, and she got to go to New York City. Well, guess what? That effort that she did then and continues to do to this day, she can go take her daughter to New York City and stay in a hotel anytime she wants, right? So those options, guys, you've got it. It's the vision. And I know your vision will expand. What Jennifer and I see today is totally different from what we saw in the beginning. But let me tell you this, guys, your leaders, Jennifer and I'm looking at Dawn, we can't unlearn what we know. And the reason that we are so passionate about this, guys, is because we know what we know, and we can't unlearn this, y'all. And so yes, what we know is possible. It's in everything we do. It just comes out because it's who we are, because of what we've seen, because of what we've personally experienced, not only in our own lives, but in the lives of so many other people. Like Jennifer said, it's not going to be easy. But guess what? When my daughter decided she wanted to be a D1 athlete, that road was not easy. It's not easy to this day, because guess what? She's there, and she is a D1 athlete, but guess what? Every meet is a challenge. Every day she has to show up. Guys, this is our journey. But I'll tell you what, pushing your chips in here and going all in here, this is the most rewarding thing you could ever do for a side gig or a side hustle or you work this thing from your phone. You pick up the phone, you text, you share. Yes, you have those belly to belly moments, but we all know we do this with our phone, right? I mean, the rewards are great, but what blocks the blessing, and you started out with this, Jennifer, you were blocking your blessing. You guys have friends that are blocking the blessing of just thrive, right? But some of you are blocking the blessing of this business opportunity, right? So shake it off. Like, you got to let all those worries go and know that any challenge you face, I've seen some of you say, my family laughs at me, my daughter-in-law won't talk to, the chat's gone quickly, and literally I've been zoomed into Zant too. So, but same, Jennifer and I, same. There's not a challenge that you're going to face that we haven't faced, if not exactly, but it very similarly. What is that word? What I'm saying is we've been there. Okay. And do we have days where we're like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, where are all the grateful people today? Like, yes, because what happens is all of a sudden, we are grateful, but like, nobody blows your phone up with gratitude. But by golly, they will blow your phone up with some sort of complaint, right? And typically those complaints, like, nothing is ever an emergency, but people are people, right? And we are all just a bunch of imperfect people that by the grace of God, we found this whole Thrive life, right? And well, I always say, it is not a cure-all, man. It's not, and you're still going to have some rough days. But man, you can fuel your body with premium nutrition, and it's not going to make everything rainbows and unicorns, but it will give your body at least what it needs to make it through that day, right? To get your body going, even in those dark days when life smacks you upside the face, because we're not immune to the craziness of this world. Just because just because you got on that DFT, we have experienced that firsthand. We are not immune to the craziness, but we're going to fuel our body with some premium nutrition. And guess what? You're also a part of a community of people that will root for you and will cheer you on. So maybe while those people that are, being nasty about it, you know what? They're nasty about it because they don't get it. Okay. They haven't experienced it for themselves. Don't write them off completely, guys. They just don't know what they don't know, but you know what you know. So, oh, Jennifer, the last thing I was going to say, as far as vision, like, close it out with just something, when I say vision, what do you want to leave them with?
Oh, it took me a while to catch that vision, but once you catch it, you're going to get it. It's crystal clear, because it's not today. It's not next month. It's the future. It's several months from now of what you want. And it's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to have to.
So there, I just got a reminder.
Sorry, I'm trying to get them all. Where'd they go? Okay, mute. Sorry.
It's okay. It's going to take a lot. And what you have to do is you have to get out of your own way. Number one, you got to get out of your own head. We all have those voices. We all have that negative Nancy in our head that tells us, all the bad things and all the awful things, right? But you can't listen to that voice. We've all listened to that voice since we were really little, right? You got to listen to you and your heart, and you have to go with that. You have to toss those excuses out the window, and you have to do it anyway. That's what vision is. And I mean, life happens to all of us. Mauria, you were talking about it. I mean, I've had life come at me a lot of times over the last 6 years, from my son having surgery to my mom having mental health issues to sending a daughter to college, which is mentally exhausting for a mama who's never done that before. I mean, you're gonna have life happen to you in all different forms and fashion. We're human, right? But you have to overcome those obstacles. You have to overcome all of that, and keep your vision in front of you, and know what you want, know what your goals are. But in order to have a goal and a dream, you have to have action behind it. If you're not taking action, you're not going to get anywhere. And your vision is yours. Your dream is yours. Your goal is yours. So it doesn't matter if you want to be, 4K, or you want to earn $100 a month, or you want to earn, free product, or you want to be a 200K, whatever it is. That's your decision. But if it's meant to be, it's up to me. And you got to get out of your own way, and you got to stop making those excuses, and you got to do it anyway.
Mm-hmm. Last but not least, I'm going to close out with this, and I know this has gone a little bit longer, guys. When life smacks you upside the face, guys, this is where you have to make the decision to show up for you. And what I mean by showing up is, and I said this a couple of years ago on stage at Thrivepalooza, I just kind of blurted out of my mouth, but I said, if there's a day that goes by that you don't hear a Thrive experience story, that's because you flat out chose not to. Because literally there are story upon story upon story. There are stories happening within your team. There are stories in your community. There are stories on our YouTube channel. There are stories on our Facebook fan page. There are team calls. There are Zooms. I mean, we have stuff for you guys to plug into. All of this is going over on our Team Thrive Nation YouTube channel. When you're in a funk, and even if you don't want to tell anybody that you're in a funk, get on there and plug in, show up for you. Show up for you, because it's a lot easier to get through those dark days when you just keep showing and you let some of this pour into you. I say don't keep it to yourself when you're in a funk. Let somebody know, you know, because see, that's what you do. I mean, that's what we do as team members, you know, when I mean, guys, I had to have an SOS and right after Thrivepalooza, that was a really hard time with Gunnar and diagnosis, and we had some yucky lab results, which are, he's good now. But literally I was scheduled to do the recap for you guys, and I sent out the SOS to my personally enrolled 200Ks. I said, girls, I can't do it. Like I cannot do it. And guess what? They stepped up and they did it. And I had, you know, earbuds in and went and ran and listened to praise worship, like worship music for miles. I don't even know how long, but this is why we have each other, you know, and I'm grateful for this tribe. I mean, this group of people got me through dark days. And a lot of times it was because you guys were blowing me up. Hey, Mauria, can I put you in a 3-way chat to connect you with this person? And I'm like, yes, I mean, I can do that. I can share my story, and sharing my story reignited a fire, y'all, because it reminded, God, if I didn't have this, like, there's no way I could make it through this day, you know? So I could go on and on as well. This has just been a good night. Jennifer, we love you and we thank you. And I know we've had a lot of comments in the chat. Guys, please make sure that your teams know about this. Hopefully it'll download pretty quickly. I'll try to get it up on YouTube tonight so people can start catching it as quickly as possible. But everyone say goodbye to Jennifer. Tell her thank you, thank you. And yes, we will see you guys in Toledo. We are heading that way. So see you soon. Bye, guys.